Ethan believed love could fix anything. He wasn't just a husband, he was a dreamer, and his biggest dream was her happiness. He worked 2 jobs, one under the harsh sun of a construction site, and another in the quiet hum of a late-night diner. Every penny he saved, every ounce of energy he spent, was a brick laid for the foundation of the life she wanted. A small house with a garden. A trip to the city of her dreams. He saw it all so clearly in his mind. For him, her smile was the only reward he ever needed. He thought their love was a fortress, impenetrable and strong, built on trust and shared sacrifice. But while he was tirelessly building their future together, she was secretly drafting a different blueprint. The late-night calls she dismissed as chats with old friends. The sudden secretive texts that made her jump. He saw them, but his trust was a blindfold he wore willingly. He'd come home, tired to the bone, and find her distant. Her warmth replaced by a chilling indifference. He'd ask if everything was okay, and she'd just nod, her eyes glued to her phone screen. He told himself it was just a phase, that every relationship has its quiet seasons. He was so busy providing for their life that he failed to see she was already living another one without him. Then came the storm. It started as a small, insignificant argument, a disagreement over something so trivial he couldn't even remember what it was about later. But her anger escalated with an intensity that shocked him. It wasn't a fight between lovers anymore. It felt like an ambush. Her voice, once a melody to his ears, turned into a weapon, sharp and cruel. And then she made the call. With tears streaming down her face and her voice trembling with practiced fear, she told the police he had hurt her. Ethan just stood there, paralyzed, the world crumbling under his feet. In that single devastating moment, he realized the truth was powerless. Her performance was all that mattered. The man who had given her everything was about to have everything taken from him. The days that followed bled into a nightmarish blur. The accusation was a stain that spread to every corner of his life. He lost his jobs, his name was dragged through the mud, and the silence from his friends was deafening. The worst part was the doubt he saw in his own parents' eyes. The whispers followed him everywhere. The stares of strangers felt like physical blows. He was a ghost in his own life, haunted by a lie he couldn't escape. He spent countless nights replaying that evening, trying to understand how the person he loved most could become the architect of his destruction. His home, once a sanctuary, now felt like a prison cell. Each object a painful reminder of a love that had been a lie. But truth, even when buried, has a way of clawing its way back to the surface. A neighbor's security camera, forgotten and unassuming, had recorded the entire argument. The footage was clear, emotionless, and irrefutable. It showed us shouting, throwing things, and him, standing back, hands raised in surrender, begging her to calm down. There was no violence from his side, only confusion and heartbreak. The video didn't just show his innocence. It exposed her deception in cold, hard pixels. The case was dismissed. His name was legally cleared, but the damage was irreversible. The legal victory felt hollow, a silent, empty echo in the ruins of his life. Ethan never sought revenge. He didn't want her to suffer. He just wanted to forget. He won his freedom, but he lost himself along the way. The smile that once came so easily never fully returned to his eyes. He learned the hardest lesson of all. Sometimes the deepest wounds aren't inflicted by enemies, but by the very hands you once held. He walks through the city lights now, a solitary figure, carrying the weight of a broken heart. Because when love is twisted into a weapon, there are no winners. Only survivors left to pick up the pieces of a life they no longer recognize. Not every man is a monster. Some are just a testament to how devastating a lie can be, especially when it comes from the one they love the most. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, please share it, because every story has another side that deserves to be heard.